I was talking about small business before we went to break. Did you know there are more than 34 million small businesses here in the United States, employing a huge chunk of Americans, 59 million of them. In fact, most of the country is small business, 99%. That's why U.S. lawmakers are focusing on providing the resources that those businesses need to survive.
But I want to let you know, I want to let Main Street know that help is on the way. With President Trump in office and Republicans in control of both chambers of Congress, we will work for you.
Joining me now is Missouri Republican Congressman Mark Alford, issuing that promise during the House Committee on Small Business. Congressman, welcome back to the show. Happy Friday to you, sir.
Thank you, Markie. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day to you. You're promising to cut all this red tape for small businesses. One, what's the biggest challenge that small business faces right now? And how do you propose cutting all that tape, sir?
Well, as chairman of the Oversight Subcommittee, under the direction of our chairman, Roger Williams, we are going to cut the red tape that is stifling small businesses in America. Under the Biden administration, 996 regulations were added, costing businesses about $1.7 trillion. That is a lot of money. We've got to get the Small Business Administration back into rural areas like my district just south of Kansas City, where they can help with capital and counseling to get businesses churning. We've got the rural internet going in that's going to help with these businesses. People are loving moving out into the rural parts of America, especially after COVID. But we've got to make sure that our lending institutions are there to meet their needs. And the hearing that we had this week in our Small Business Committee did just that. Community banks, which make up about 15% of the lending institutions in America, end up lending about 36% of the loans to small businesses. So we got to make sure that they're able to get into these communities and lend to the people who need the money most, to really create a surge of small businesses in America.
And tell me, when you talk to your constituents back home, these small business owners, lay out what those challenges look like for them on a day-to-day basis. What are they not able to do because all this red tape that's in place?
Well, one of the things that's when they do go get a loan are some of the rules, the 1071 rule that the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau put into place that is really hampering some of these loans that are going out to people. Copious amounts of information that they have to fill out thanks to the CFPB, which I think is an unconstitutional organization, no real oversight from Congress. And so people just say, hey, I'm not going to waste my time filling out hundreds of pages of documents to get a loan. That's one of the impediments that this administration has put into place. We had the PPP program, right, which was fine under COVID, but there are $200 billion in losses that the previous Administrator Guzman just decided to write off. We've got to go after that money. We can put it back in place for the American people.
And Congressman, if President Trump's tariffs come to fruition, then small businesses will have a choice of either passing the cost to their customers or reducing their own profit margins, right? I mean, how will that help keep their business open, or do you have some sort of plan to counter the tariffs?
Well, look, there's no doubt that these tariffs are a negotiating tool. We have seen them work with Venezuela, with Mexico, with Canada, other countries that have said, hey, let's see what we can do to work things out. So number one, I think it's more of a negotiation tool on the part of President Trump. But in actuality, some of them will be real. And some of those things are going to cost American consumers a little bit more. But the amount of revenue that we're going to bring into our Treasury is going to be significant from these tariffs. We've got to concentrate, though, on renewing the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. The Qualified Business Deduction, Section 199A, allows small business owners to deduct 20% of the qualified business income. And if we don't get that renewed, it's going to mean an average of increased taxes for all Americans by $2,000. Hopefully, this is going to be in the reconciliation package that we can get passed, working with the Senate to get this done for the American people, or else it will be the largest tax increase in American history.
Well, we heard, your promise to bring help to American small business owners, and we had to have you on the show to explain further. Congressman Mark Alford, as always, thank you, sir.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.